Hello, and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So a few people asked me already if the wave 4 finally topped here on our Bitcoin chart. By the way, I only want to focus here in this video on the lower degree price action. Therefore, we go to the 30-minute chart because not too much else happened. It looked as if it was possible that the B wave bottomed here and that we were on our way in a C wave of wave 4. I think we talked about that in the last video, that we are certainly anyway in the wave 4. So from that point of view, the forecast for the weekend was correct, that it's going to be a slow one because we were moving in a wave 4 and everything. Also, we didn't break resistance. So in a correction, it's pretty much a level by level game. You have to be ready for flexibility. If you really, I wouldn't trade the subwaves of a correction. It is really difficult. First of all, you're working against the higher level trend. Then if it's an ABC correction, it can easily morph into a different pattern. Sometimes it's just better to look at the higher degree time frame, which is a bit more reliable. Nevertheless, we can identify a structure here. Again, it looked as if the B wave was already in, possibly. However, it would have been a very shallow one. I had one comment who asked me, that's not a valid B wave because it needs to retrace 50%. No. It was more of a question. No, a B wave doesn't need to retrace 50% of the A wave. It in fact retraced in this case 38.2%. That's perfect for a B wave, yeah. No problem. It depends on it's all probabilities. A 38.2 fib level for a B wave is the first level I would really consider. The 50% and the 61.8% are possible. The 78.6% is possible. B waves are among the most flexible waves that we have in Elliott Wave, and I tend to avoid them if I can. Okay, so yeah, there is no rule how what a B wave needs to do. There is some kind of a rule for a B wave in a flat pattern. So if it's flat, it needs to retrace at least 90%. Roughly, at least, okay, but not in a zigzag. And yeah, again, this is all the academic stuff. It would be nice if every zigzag pattern would be a perfect textbook-like pattern that you can read in the textbook, and it would be great if every flat pattern was perfectly well defined. But the reality is you find the extremes, of course, the perfectly well defined zigzag pattern, which is an ABC correction with a shallow B wave and an impulse in the A wave. You will find a perfect flat correction, and then you find a lot of stuff in between. Yeah, so just note that with a B wave you always need to be flexible. The problem then came up here though, when in this move up we didn't form an impulse, so a clear 3-wave move up. That's not the C wave. Okay, so ideally, it is possible that wave 4 topped already. Then, however, not in this particular ABC. It would be something different, but it's possible it topped. It reached the resistance. It saw a strong reaction. Ideally, and really we can only look here in the analysis for ideal structures. Ideally, this was the A wave. Then we had here a small A wave down off B. This was a B wave up because we only got 3 waves, and we would now follow through in a C wave down of B. So A, B, C in the B wave. That would be ideal, that we now form a clearer B wave, and we would then move up in the C wave afterwards. If we form a clearer B wave, again, support for the B wave has to be very flexible, but if we talk about Fibonacci extensions, because again I can measure the length of that smaller A wave there, go to the high of the B wave, and sort of an ideal target here, there are two. First one would be the 1.618 extension at 26,468, and the next one, and that is but a bit more of an extreme one, would be the 2.618 extension at 26k. They are not super reliable levels, but they are levels to watch out for, okay, in a B wave, before we then should move up, in a C wave. However, if we break below the Friday low at 25,815, we have to assume wave 4 already topped. And overall, as long as we stay below 27,821, we do expect lower prices anyway. And it doesn't really matter if we do this first, you know, or if we go down straight away. Okay, so they are the two scenarios we follow as long as we stay below 27,821. And I had a few comments about, okay, you know, this would be invalidated if it overlaps with wave one. You know, this can easily be counted as an ending diagonal in the C wave. So, you know, an overlap with a wave one and a wave four in a C wave is not a problem. Generally not. I don't even entertain that rule really, unless the move down is clearly impulsive, which it isn't. At the moment, I'm counting it as an impulse. I can easily make it work as an ending diagonal. So really the rule that waves 1 and 4 cannot overlap really only applies in a third wave. Okay, that's everything really for Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.